Welcome to Growth TV and ACG Production. I'm Carolyn Vallejo. Today we have the pleasure of speaking with Marty Ochner, the CEO of From Beauty and a recipient of the 2025 ACG Meritorious Service Award. He's here to discuss the experience leading a PE-backed beauty business. Marty, welcome to Growth TV.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Carolyn.
Absolutely. So last year, From was acquired by Firelight Capital Partners, and then you became the CEO. Can you tell us a little bit about your growth strategy for the business going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. So a little bit about From Beauty. We're a 117-year-old company, and after 3 generations of family ownership, the family decided to sell. And last year, about 18 months ago, I had the opportunity to co-invest with Firelight Capital, who acquired the company almost 100% from the family. And it's a really exciting time in From. We've got 3 great brands. First is the Hair Edit, and that's a line of hair accessories and tools that we sell through Target, Ulta, as well as Amazon and our own .com. And our second brand is called Diane, and that's a 75-year-old multicultural beauty brand. Really great heritage in beauty supply stores. It's sold through mainly in urban areas, and that was the historic channel for the business. But now, as many multicultural beauty routines have been really promoted on TikTok, like silk sleep bonnets and heatless curls, we're really kind of emerging as the value dupe brand for that particular segment. And it's really exciting to see a lot of these beauty routines get adopted by all consumers. So we've expanded distribution on Diane into TJ Maxx and Walmart, and really meeting that customer where she looks to fulfill that beauty need. And then our third brand is From Professional. From Professional is a line of pro styling tools and salon essentials. So think mixing bowls and hair color brushes and of salon apparel, and really elevated aesthetic. I mean, it really makes the back bar in a salon look extremely beautiful. And we sell those through Salon Centric. We've recently expanded into BSG, and we also sell through Amazon and our own .com. And one of the unique aspects of that business as well is that we're one of the largest suppliers of education kits to beauty schools in the U.S. So we literally touch a significant number of stylists as they're entering the industry. So we ship about 25,000 of these kits per year. And this really gives us the opportunity to build a lifetime relationship with that beauty school student as they emerge to become a stylist, and we're there for them to support their career growth. So really exciting aspect of our business. As far as growth strategies go, it's really threefold. Overarching theme is really focusing on power brands, power channels. And our 3 power brands as they exist today are From Pro, the Hair Edit, and Diane. And basically our power channels would be represented across all of the channels that I had just mentioned in terms of our consumer-facing brands, really focusing on Target as well as Ulta, and then for Salon Centric, for From Pro, and we're really investing behind these channels for continued growth. And what that looks like is really ramping up our product innovation. We recently brought on Karina Lutzi as our VP of Product Innovation. She came from Henkel Corporation and also DP Hugh. Very, very strong background in product innovation across both the styling tool as well as liquids products. So we can really expand into new categories, both organically and through acquisition. So that's product innovation is a really key focus. Secondly is really influencer marketing. So we are emerging to become much more of a brand-led organization than we were in the past. And what really brand leadership looks like in today's beauty world is really having that mix of your both traditional forms of advertising for in-store as well as online, but then really overarching to drive the efficiency in those marketing vehicles, you really need to have a very strong influencer marketing strategy. So on the Hair Edit and Diane side, we're really looking at partnering with more your traditional consumer-facing beauty influencers to educate around the products, show the end look, how consumers can incorporate this into their beauty routines on a day-to-day basis. And then for From Pro, it's really about stylists talking about the artistry and talking about how From really empowers them to elevate the customers, their clients' experience, both in the chair and their experience as a stylist behind the chair.
Okay, wow, you have a lot of avenues for growth there, so that's really
Yes.
exciting. I love it. I do want to talk about your M&A strategy though, and how
For sure.
acquisitions will play a part in this role.
Yeah, so as the company, as with a 117-year-old heritage, we obviously have a very strong operational platform that the family had built over the three generations. So we've got a 70,000 square foot facility just outside of Chicago, where we do all of our own fulfillment for orders, so we don't use a 3PL. We also have the ability to do complex kitting. Internally also, we've got a really skilled workforce there. And we also have really strong financial and IT systems operating the company. And we're a really good home for brands that may have reached that point of inflection at 15 to 30 million in sales, where they really need to build out a much more sophisticated infrastructure in order to sustain that growth and become the next, $100, $200 million breakout brand. We can help them get there much faster by plugging them into our platform. They can really leverage all the operating expertise that we have. And by being on our platform, which runs very efficiently, they can actually maximize their investment into the marketing vehicles that'll help grow the top line faster. So it's a really exciting time for us. And what brings us to DealMax here is really exciting because there are just so many opportunities in the market right now, especially in beauty.
Absolutely. 117 years is certainly not nothing. How do you kind of preserve that very long legacy while still bringing From into the future?
So culture is really key. I operate on a culture of kindness. Our whole management team operates on a culture of kindness. And it's so important because when people feel and people are treated with kindness, they really feel respected. They feel that their views are respected, and they are. And it really brings down the barriers in communication where we can have very open and honest dialogue around a problem. And when people feel like they can present a problem, because businesses all have problems, right? And in cultures where people don't feel comfortable raising those issues, that's when it gets swept under the rug, and then that problem gets, systemically bigger. With us, we're constantly putting issues on the table. Every single week we have a senior leadership team meeting where we go through an issues list. And when we go through that issues list, we look to put tracks in place to solve them as quickly and efficiently and in the best interest of the long-term growth of the business. And that started actually with my predecessors, and that's something that I've been really focused on with our executive team of maintaining well into the future.
Excellent. A culture of kindness. I think we certainly need more of that in our lives. Marty, thank you so much for joining Growth TV. It's been such a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you so much, Carolyn.